This is where I was on the 26th of November. I'd come to London as a journalist to report on an anti-Semitism rally. I was in this cafe, having a breakfast. When I left, I was confronted by the police, I was arrested, I was violently attacked, and I was pepper sprayed. I had committed no crime. As we begin, I want you to ask yourself some questions. Do we have freedom of the press? Do we have freedom of assembly? And do we have freedom of speech? Or do we live in a totalitarian state? This was going to be a film about two-tier policing. Two-tier policing where the police treat some people brutally and others, Black Lives Matter, Extinction Rebellion, Just Stop Oil, those destroying British monuments and history, Hamas supporters, well, for those, they failed to apply the law at all. But as I thought about what was going on, I kept coming back to the question, why? Why are the police behaving like this? And a second question, what else is going on in our nation that might explain it? The closer I looked, it became very clear that there were many other things going on, which taken together look almightily similar to the strategies used by totalitarian states like Russia, China, North Korea and Saudi Arabia. If we're not quite there already, I believe we're drifting perilously close to becoming a totalitarian state. Now, what does that mean? A totalitarian state is one where the state decides which ideas are correct. It uses its power to impose an official ideology. Dissent is treated as resistance. Institutions like the civil service, judiciary, police and free press are facades for the exercise of state power. Media, academia, organised religion, the justice system, banking and finance are used to retain power. Power is concentrated with an elite. Social traditions and culture are swept away by the new ideology. The social fabric of society is weakened as a result. Participation in an approved ideology is encouraged and then required. Individualism, true diversity of thought and freedom are replaced by mass conformity to beliefs and behaviours sanctioned by the state. A totalitarian state relies on force to suppress all opposition. And in the end, as seen in countries mentioned, Russia, China, North Korea, Saudi Arabia, eventually large-scale violence and assassination become permissible to achieve their goals. Now, if you think that's nonsense, and if you think it only applies to me, you need to keep watching.